carved out with the one where you could see the stomach too. That's what you were thinking about.
Yo, the video that I had, that was the space that I had was like 3 hours, yo. That shit has 26. Ooh, shit, my bad. That shit has like fucking 30 fucking 26 views.
Crazy. The one in real life, in his life. There must be some people from Twitter. That's my opinion. That's where it stops. Yeah, but you're. Was that the one where you were arguing with everybody?
Yeah, one of them, yeah. It got, the funny thing is it got 4 likes too, out of the 26, which means that, you know, people either, if they listen to it, they probably was like, yo, shit, this nigga cooking.
Probably had a couple you know.
But it's funny because, like, homie was like, yo, I was like, bro, I was like, the conversation is there, man. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to explain shit to you, you know, that's what it is. I don't like it. He was like, yo, how you say it again? He was like,
Let me guess, you're after something fresh.
What the fuck did he say? Hold on for a minute.
You. And I'll just use this here. All right, hello? Yo, you there? He was like, cause I was like, yo, shouldn't you be like, so I mentioned this to him. Wait, due to their healing properties, these leaves are a key ingredient to the potion. How much money do I have? So I'll just buy you.
Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Buy you, okay. And then right here it says the stem, focus. I don't need that. This fucking RPG element is so trash in there, in this game. Hogwarts. Yeah, it's poop.
No one can say I don't keep it stacked.
It's just very confusing. No, excuse me, not confusing. It's unnecessarily convoluted. Anyway, he said that basically. I was like, bro, y'all should. It's been like 6 years. You still don't have another fucking console, essentially. You know what I mean? I was like, that's a problem. You know what I mean? I was like, you guys don't have a console. He was like, well, the reason why is because they were looking for a DLSS for their GPUs, and they were getting ready for production. It turns out, that it wasn't going to work out. So, they had to prolong it. So they're trying to get all the profits that they possibly can in order to. I was like, what the fuck does that have anything to do with? You know what I mean? What did that have to do with you? I was like, bro, why would you accept that, yo? He was like, no, you don't understand. What they plan on doing is, after everything is done, yo, they're gonna come out crazy.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Yeah, homie was like, yo, you don't understand, man. Like, they're going to make a switch too, yo. They're going to make it. They're going to make it, yo. And he was like, you just don't understand. They're going to make it. And when they do, it's going to be near PS4 quality. I said, wait, near PS4 quality? I said, you want that? He was like, well, you know, what do you expect from a tablet? I said, that's the very point that I'm trying to make. I said, no, but just answer the question. Do you want that? Yeah. I said, look, that's the problem, man. I don't want no tablet. Look, if I'm going to buy a console, yo, for even $300, yo, I want it to be formidable. I don't even use any handheld. I said it'd be a hard sell for me to actually buy another handheld, even from Sony. It wouldn't make sense for me. I don't use it that way. You know what I mean? Like I just wouldn't find a need for a handheld at this time. You know what I mean? And I'm like, if they're going to go the way of if they're going to go the way of the hard, like the actual hand, like hybrid, then when you plug it in dock, that shit needs to boost the fuck out of it, yo.
Have a look around. I'll be with you in just a
minute. I was like, yeah, nah. So I was like, yep, that's the reason, man. That's the reason why, you know, you guys are, you know, where you're at right now, man. Because you sit there and you want to keep it that way. I said, look, you gotta understand, like, I want them to make a traditional handheld. I don't want any more fucking hybrids. I just don't. I'm like, that shit don't make sense to me, yo. It doesn't make sense for me to fucking want that shit. It just doesn't.
Pardon me?
You know, and that's when he was like, I said, that's the fucking problem. You guys, like, the longer you guys don't say it, I said, it's the same thing with fucking Xbox. You guys don't have what you really desire because you truthfully don't really want. I mean, you're not speaking up with your money. You know, if you guys spoke up with the money, it was like, yeah, I don't think that this is going to work, and you don't buy it, then that's what all these companies can do is react to you guys. I said, I said this shit yesterday. I said, you want to know what's funny? You want to know why Sony focuses on AAA shit? Because that's what you wanted. But that's what it is. That's what the fuck y'all wanted. Y'all asked for this shit, and you got it. Since you asked for it, then that's what you got. I'm like, oh shit, where is it?
Revelio. Accio.
And I was like, anyway, well, that's what you guys got. You asked for it. That's what it is. And then that's what it is. I said that's a problem.
I should sort something.
You know, I said I would love to have a proper Nintendo game. I mean, I would like to have a proper Pokemon game, right? He was like, the reason why it came out that way is because what did he say again? The reason why it came out that way is because Nintendo doesn't own Pokemon like that. They only own like 35%. I said they can't tell them how to make their game. And he was like, no, because they don't have any creative vision. I said, so you're telling me they allow a shitty game to be on their console? That's basically what you're telling me. And they had no say of what to put on their console. They just let it be that way. They couldn't even suggest, hey, you need to make it a little better than this. Or even help them in the development process. They couldn't do that either? No, they can't do it. I said, all right, so, okay.
Revelio.
Yeah. It's not necessarily a fucking problem per se, you know what I mean? Alright, so it looks like that. Yeah, it's not a problem with it. You just kind of want them to be better than that, you know? You broke up. You broke up for a little bit. Say that last part again. You said, I personally I'm not on that crusade because I like their games, and then it broke up. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's not like a must because again, I wouldn't pick it up until I see it. You know what I mean? I would have to see it and be like, yeah, or yay or nay. You know, that's a personal thing for me. But other than that, man, like that's in particular my crusade with this. What's this do? This one covering rocky skin. I'll take you. And that's what I would want out of it all. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like that's a fucking problem. Like for somebody to sit there and be like, that's a problem. You can't say that because it's my game. Like picture that, man. For me saying some wild ass shit like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want nobody to criticize my shit. My own game, like we had conversations about Horizon, but it was like at least play the mechanics properly before you make a statement about it. You know what I mean? But like for instance, Pokemon didn't even really evolve. You know what I mean? So if you played one of them, or if you played a few of them, you played all of them really. And I would like to have a full-fledged one. So they're like, it was just excuse after excuse, basically. They wanted to make excuses for Nintendo's shortcomings. Well, a lot of the times you had to defend yourself with what I was saying. Like you couldn't just say something and be done with it because I particularly demanded a better answer, and that's frustrating in itself. It's like, this should be apparent, but it's not apparent to people that you know what I mean? If I should say I like Horizon, I mean, as you're my friend and shit like that, you know what I mean? It's kind of like I want to understand. You know what I'm saying? Normally, I wouldn't give a fuck about how that shit went down because it's like, who the fuck cares? You know? But a lot of times, you know, with a lot of my friends, they kind of introduced me to a lot of different things. One of them was, you know, let me see, access to is this one. One of them was, you know, like The Witcher, Metro Exodus, stuff like that. And you just can't just say whatever the fuck you want to say and then be done with it. You know what I mean? Oh, it was a good game. Bye. You know. Or I don't take embellishments either. You know what I mean? Like if you're just capping for the fucking game and there's mad fucking issues with it, you know, that's a fucking problem too. Especially if you're putting down a game that I like just to exalt yours. You know. And that's what happens a lot online. It happens a lot where they put down a game and whatever game that they like, they make it seem like it's the best thing ever. You know, like me personally, like I don't find Zelda to be like a groundbreaking game. It does what it does very well, and that's the end of it. But groundbreaking, no. What I consider groundbreaking is, like I said, Shadow of the Colossus, Grand Theft Auto 3, 4, you know what I mean? Those type of games. Horizon is too experimental and not focused enough for it to be groundbreaking anyway. Groundbreaking story, I would give that shit to The Last of Us Part 1 and God of War 2018. That shit's groundbreaking to me. Just the whole acting. If you're going to do acting, do it like that. You know what I mean? That shit is fucking masterclass, and that's why they can make stories and shit like that. You know? Gran Turismo's all over the place, too, so I can't give, you know, groundbreaking to that. I guess if I looked at all the games, let me see. All the games that I have. Dying Light 1 was, to me, groundbreaking. You know, Returnal's groundbreaking. Like a motherfucker. Can't give it to, you know, I can't give it to, what do you call it? And it's hard to kind of admit shit that you like, and you don't want to say that it has flaws. I don't need to recommend games for people to play it, because I enjoy it, you know what I mean? But it's funny, people give Horizon all the bullshit, right? And then sit there and play Hogwarts Legacy and all the repetition and just too much talking, not enough fucking like action, all the shit that they complain about, they don't have any fucking problem. What you say? It really is, man. It really is. Like all the bullshit I say about Dying Light 2, I would rather play that game than Hogwarts. It's not bad though. It just needs to be cleaned up better. It needs a lot of quality control and a lot of like focus groups to take out unnecessary bullshit. You know, and all these hurdles to how the game functions. Like if they do that shit, then it's fire. I'm not looking at games to be groundbreaking. I'm just, quite frankly, if we're going to talk about stuff that is like groundbreaking, that's the only reason why I mentioned it. Most of the games that I like, it isn't groundbreaking, such as Drive Club. That's not groundbreaking. I tell you what, though, it's one of the best games I ever played.
Toujours pure.
That's no cap. I fucking love that game. Even though I play it now, it's a fucking travesty. Every time I play that game, I'm like, wow. The fucking potential. The potential. All because everybody shitted on the game. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I was like, yo, people actually they have the ability to fuck a game up by reputation. You know? And people have the audacity to tell something you shouldn't care. Well, this is what happens when you don't care.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber.
That was that space I made.
And read the book that appears.
I'll tell you though, once you...
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
No, Sony officially told you it got shut down. June 1st it will get shut down. It's actually the long ass time to get yourself situated.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place.
This lava.
What's going on, Jemiah? Go on.
You may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always
You sound weird.
You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
I'm talking, it's the controller speaker.
How did I get mixed up in this?
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
That's why I was like, I didn't even know they had them. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? You told me that they had them. I remember a little bit ago when we were doing a podcast. But my take on it is this, is exactly what you probably would expect, but more context to it, right? All these people that cared about it, right? Because this is the same people were saying that Sony needs to buy Japanese developers. And I'm like, well, they had their studio, the Japanese studio was the largest of all of them. And you guys didn't buy their shit, you know what I mean? Tokyo Jungle, it was original. The bottom line is that you guys truly don't really want anything new. Y'all don't want anything new. Y'all want the same shit repackaged. That's all you want, is the same shit repackaged. You want nothing new. and you get what you're telling these corporations.
I see.
You know, the corporations are interpreting what you're saying as you don't want it. You know what I mean? I said, when Japan Studios came about, right, they were making really good games, and their output literally dropped every generation. Not just in quality, they were making a lot of different games, and PS3 hit, and they made their games were even smaller, and then they didn't have a lot of input with Bloodborne. You know what I mean? I was like, that was Miyazaki's most. They told him the idea, and Miyazaki created most of that shit. You know, Miyazaki and friends. So you can't even say they did it.
Ladder.
You know.
Perhaps.
And then they help with translations and shit like that. But other than that, man, I'm like, it wasn't even that. Y'all making it seem crazy. Like they had so much pull. And then when PS4 hit, it was even less. So yeah, what do you want? And I told this to Chris Righteous before. I was like, what do you want them to do? Keep funding something that no one's buying? Like it doesn't make any sense. Like logically, it makes no fucking sense. You guys sound crazy for that shit. And I ended up telling him that shit. I was like, you know, he said, I don't care. They making billions and billions. So the same shit applies to the Pixel Open Studio. I said, you guys sat there and wanted Sony to make AA games. Y'all claim you want Sony to make AA games, but let's be for real. Returnal's a fucking AA game. It doesn't have those cutscenes. It's not story driven. You know what I mean? You're not walking through a crack. You know, you're not being slowed down. You know what I mean? For a story exposition, you just get right to the fucking action. And you guys claim that you want a challenge, so they gave you that shit too. Guess what? You really didn't want it.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
You didn't want it. Which are the AAA games?
That's where I need to go.
Because their muscle memory.
Find a way past them.
Their muscle memory is good for like the Souls games, or the Souls games are pattern based, so you can just go online and look at the fucking patterns. You know, you don't. It's not a game that's going to change, and you know, and this, like I said, Horizon is a game where it's atypical. It has patterns, but it's a difficult game. You can't just do whatever you want in that game. It's low-key methodical, so when they do something, all of a sudden it's boring. You know why? Because you want the same fucking anime trope over and over again. You want the same shit over and over again. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you like, that's what you like, but be for real, for real. You know what I mean? Like, be honest with it, you know?
I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Looks like the only safe way forward.
We're only this far in the game.
Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna be for real with you, Jiraiya. This game is dry, and this sequence is fucking terrible. It's a terrible fucking sequence, and I am not having the best of fun with this game because I don't want to do broken ass stealth missions. Like to me, I don't find that really entertaining. You know what I mean? It's get to the fucking game, and the mission keeps resetting you way back far. I don't feel like upgrading my characters because their shit has been bolted. I'll beat the game, but I mean, there's a lot of amateur shit going on with this game, so that's how I feel.
Now's my chance.
You know, there's a lot of mistakes that I'm not willing to forgive on how they have this game structured, and little things here and there, but like not telling you how to do shit, or if you die, you get set back 5 minutes every fucking time, and then the combat is just. He says, "Then stop playing it." I bought it, so I have to play it. You act like I could just return it for the $60 I paid for it. I'll get my money's worth. That's such a straw man thing. Don't buy it then.
I think I'm invisible.
No. If you're home, yeah. I mean, you were driving back from your other crib, right?
I don't do things I don't enjoy.
Oh, you're at the other place, right? Yeah. I mean, if you want to jump into, I'm not talking to him directly. If you want to jump into PSN, you can. No, he's just watching me. I mean, if you, Jemiah, are you home right now? Because he could probably get some input in this shit. Or continue to talk. You said you played the game and you saw how they had like the DNA of the other shit, right? Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Let me jump into the PSN.
They must have showed them and it just wasn't good enough. Nigga, you was online capping like a motherfucker. Oh my God, I don't necessarily care, but this really affected me. I'm crying right now. Woo, woo. No, you did. I'm just fucking with you. No, it's like it's not much lost. If you want to jump in PSN, you can. You. It's the same. It's the chat that you got a notification for. All right, I'm gonna disconnect. All right.
Yo.
What's going on, bro? You sound like echoey.
Hello?
Yeah.
Alright, no, my shit was like in the fucking controller for some fucking reason. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's why I sounded weird.
Why you wouldn't have a controller though?
I was talking to Ken on the phone. I wasn't. He's not at the house, so I was like, maybe he'll just do this.
Okay.
I mean, look, the game started off strong, Hogwarts, and then like it's so many little stupid ass mistakes. Like right now, it's not giving me the visual cues to know where I'm supposed to be going, especially since everything is like sketched out and shit. And it's just one too many. It's like one too many times this game did that, and it bothers me. But it's not that it's like that horrible. You know what I mean? It's just I'm kind of mad at the fact that the game's quality took a dive the longer I played it. So that's my problem.
I mean,
it's in my opinion, and it had a lot of potential to me.
Though, it's like why you like? I don't understand why you still play it though. If you're not enjoying it, then why you play it though? That's
Because
the only thing is, I don't play games I don't enjoy.
I'll answer your question, right? I bought the game. The game started off strong, and the quality, from what I feel, it dropped like drastically. And it kept adding all these mechanics that were just on top of each other, and there's a lot to juggle. And I don't feel like it's a fun. The way that they have the mechanics is fun. It's not bad to the point where I dropped it. I've dropped games before where I was like, nah, this ain't it. It's not that bad for me to do something like that.
But you acted.
No, because I kind of was a little mad at you. You still at this part, and I'm like, hey, like I'm not motivated to go any further, really.
But like,
at this
I bought
time.
Red Dead, right? I bought Red Dead for like, I think I bought like the special edition for like $80-something, right? I played that shit. I started it up. Took forever to get into the fucking game. Did all the goddamn intro and shit, and then fucking once I got to a part, to like the first part, and then something happened, I just took that shit off and uninstalled that shit. Like I'm not gonna waste my time playing something that I don't like. You know what I mean? I just don't understand.
That's that.
You don't like Hogwarts? What up, player?
Like, I don't like it. I don't like it as much.
He just has problems with it. But I'm like, if you don't like the game, then stop forcing yourself to play the game. Like
this part, and I bought it. The thing is, I mean, I want to beat it, but this part is annoying. That's the thing that kills me.
That part is definitely annoying. I mean, that part is definitely
like
annoying.
I was like okay with it, and then I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I saw the game was, yo, Ken, you still there?
He's at the part where you go to Niam's dream state, where it's like black and white. I didn't mind it. I didn't really. But like,
I don't like black and white, man. I just wasn't feeling it. Anyway, hey yo, so you said Ken, you said you couldn't do what now? Oh, you were trying to get it to work. All right, man. This nigga be always doing all sorts of extra shit, extracurricular shit. I mean, if you have to go, you gotta go, man. It's cool, man. I'll talk to you some other time. I didn't know this shit. This shit started getting like piled up in this room. So, no. He was already he was already teetering. To be honest with you.
We gotta be in here. I mean.
Yeah, we're gonna be in here. So we'll be here. But Ken, do your thing, man. Yeah, the reason why he doesn't stay is because of the area. His cell phone service is bad over there. He's in the Carolinas.
In the boonies.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck do they want me to do. Like, even if I do go to the mission structure, they don't even tell you what the fuck to do in this area. Like, yeah, I stopped playing after I got to the black and white area. I was like,
no, it's dumb easy.
That's the thing. I can't see where I'm supposed to go because everything is one color. Like, where am I supposed to go in this space? It gives me it. All right, so jump. Okay, so let me do this. No. I just want you to see it.
The funniest thing is, like, I did that mission like 10 times. Like,
I don't know. I mean, but then you like it. Then I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just saying.
It gelled with you. I'm sitting there talking to you about some shit. I'm talking to Ken about some shit, and I may have missed something. I can't. That's another thing. I'm forced to do this, And then when I go over here, he starts crawling crazy slow.
What are your niggas doing? Hold on, let me see this shit.
This is why I say this shit is annoying. So we'll go back out. And now I can't. Okay, go through the gate. You can't.
Hold on. You can only go one way. Like there's
they closed it.
You just came from her tomb, right? No, you can't go that way. You have on once you go to her tomb, you're invisible. They can't see you.
All right, so he gets the cloak, and I guess you got to go back to the waypoint.
No, you have to go through. Just walk through them. They can't see you at all.
Like see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Well, they said that basically, like, if they get close, they'll start being able to see you.
When you get the cape, they verbally say like, "Oh, I'm invisible."
But I couldn't hear it because I'm having a conversation. I am going to get ultra defensive, yo. That shit sound. This wasn't a good mission. You go from open world to linear for no reason.
It's like going into a dungeon. What do you mean?
Well, this time
huh?
you'll be unable to hide.
You're having to go into like a dungeon mission. Like it's not open world anymore. It's linear. Like
do not squander its extraordinary power.
I mean, that's what I'm noticing. Yes. Do I like it? No. What'd you say? What you say, Ken? You ain't gonna buy it anyway. You ain't gonna buy it.
You gotta get on PS4.
Descender.
What spell are you using? I'm like, yeah, like, you use the right spell, didn't you? Now you have the Elder Wand, basically. That means you're a badass, so just low shit up. Yo, I'm not saying Hogwarts is the greatest game ever made, but this shit is definitely fucking...
This shit is on a harder difficulty.
9 out of 10.
You fucking... Okay, well, that's your opinion. I can't get mad at you. I had a conversation today.
I'm not a Harry Potter fan at all. So don't... I'm not a Harry Potter fan, so don't act like I just because I like Harry Potter. I'm not a Harry Potter fan at all.
You know all about that Slytherin. You're a Slytherin-ass nigga. I did, but no, I'm gonna tell you right now, and I just told him, I said the quality dropped the longer I played again, the more.
The quality dropped, but I don't understand what he's trying to say.
I mean, the quality drop is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying.
The game's the same throughout the whole game. There's no like
when they started when they started to add all of the other elements to it, they don't gel properly, in my opinion. So
what doesn't gel properly?
I don't feel like explaining myself, though. I really don't.
Why break it up then?
Stop asking me questions, man. I don't want to explain myself.
This nigga always be like, yo, this shit.
Because I don't feel like explaining something. I don't want to explain my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't feel like doing it.
This nigga. This is why I can't talk to this nigga Josh, bro.
No, you be trying to fucking start extra shit, yo.
Cause you don't use your words, nigga.
I know.
You always get caught up in spaces and shit because you're not properly fucking articulating your thoughts, bro. That's not nobody's fault but your own.
Nigga, you crazy as shit, yo. I articulate my shit very well.
Then clearly not, nigga, because you can't be explaining this simple ass shit.
Look, he's trying to bait me into saying this shit, so he can argue the point. This nigga loves to argue, yo. You don't understand, Justin.
No,
he makes everything an argument, and I don't feel like doing it. That's why I chose to opt out. I don't feel like arguing.
Yo, let's go. Turn that shit on. Turn that Soul Calibur on, man. I'm gonna bust a nigga ass open. Zach, let's go. You don't want none. He don't want none of that. He don't want none of that. He don't want that smoke. Yo, I stop watching that nigga play. Yo, all I'm saying is, I just don't understand. Like, my thing is like, I don't like fucking.
He started to sound like fucking Shadow.
Dead, right? Like I said, I don't like Red Dead Redemption.
He started to sound just like Shadow, yo.
The fucking
Yo, but if I say what I don't like about it, I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't get it. That's my fucking opinion. I already explained it. It's my fucking opinion. I don't feel like it. I literally, yo, bro, Justin. I literally told him. I said the mission structure fell apart. I told him that the systems don't gel well because they keep adding on to the systems. It's convoluted. What fucking part of that don't you understand? It's English.
The same. The game doesn't really change. The game doesn't change.
So the game doesn't change, but they added extra fucking what do you call it? Game mechanics that I don't feel that meshes with the rest of the fucking game.
Name me one mechanic, nigga.
I'm not naming it. I'm not answering your question, man.
That's why I don't understand
out.
What the fuck you're talking about.
I'm about to just drop out of this fucking chat, man. I'm already pissed off as it is, man. It's fucking irritating. I'll tell you. I stopped the seriously. I'll tell you later, because I'm not interested in arguing with the dude. Like for real. I hate arguing. Oh, I can tell you now, because he's not in here, yo. Well, that's on him. If he feels offended by it, then what can I say? One of my issues, right, is the very fact, right, that I have to go all the way back to the fucking dungeon and upgrade my fucking shit, or get potions, and then wait for mad long, or I have to go to this room to create a table, it's just a lot for no reason to me. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you have to make your potions, you have to go down there to do that shit. And then you have to do this, and then to level up, I have to catch fucking animals to get fucking... It's just a lot for no reason to me. But we're not talking about any other game, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about this one in particular. It's the fact that you have to do it at all. When to me, I feel like it could be a lot better. You know what I mean? Because the game has a lot of cool ass mechanics. A lot of cool mechanics. And then it gets hampered by like silly shit like that. Like they make it difficult for what reason, you know what I mean? Or like extra steps. I don't even like a lot of shit in Horizon where it's like, what the fuck is this mechanic for? You know what I mean? It's like, why do I gotta fucking do all this extra shit? You know? And then like I said before, because he likes the game and he says it's one of the best games, I'm not gonna argue with what you believe. That's what you believe. You get. No, you're absolutely right. I agree with that. Absolutely, I agree with that shit. No, I'm disappointed. Right. I just didn't feel like answering the question for some subjective shit. Like if I don't like it, I don't like it. It's just I don't understand what the argument was. I just got into a fucking space with this other dude, yo, that tried to do this whole LGBT like I was like a homophobe and shit like that. And it was you say that, right? But it does. I was on the room, right? Because the guy is looking for an argument. He don't like how I was petty, you know what I mean? Hold on. It was about if you don't have the game, you can't really judge the game. No. But here's the thing, though. A lot of the times, people can judge a game by even like promotional material. You know what I mean? One of them. And you can, and the argument will be like, maybe you should try the game out, and that would be the argument. You know what I mean? But you can't sit there and like, if it don't look to your liking, man, you can't get mad at. Right. No, and that's the thing. I didn't like my shit was based off of the. Hold on for a minute. Fucking dogs, man. No, I'm talking about the game. They have these wolves. My bad. And that was my problem. Like, what irritated me? Oh my God, they really did screw me over. I used my fucking special in a, yeah. Applejack ass nigga. All day. Wait, cause it. No, I do eat. Why have titties then? If I don't, you tell me. What is it made of? To chili tiddlies. Nah. Nope. Cause I'm already like, you know, he wanted to get out of here. I'm already pissed off with it. You know what I mean? And he knows he be trolling me, and I hate that shit. No. That wasn't my space, by the way. But what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, can you say something like more? It's not. I told you I said it don't gel well, and I feel like I used the proper words for saying it. It's not that it's bad. I don't feel like it gels well with the rest of the game. I don't feel like that's a problem. That's a problematic, statement. It's, you know what I mean? No, but you just jumped in there, so you didn't hear the previous conversation. I already told him exactly what I said, and because he likes the game, he's gonna he may say that he doesn't care, but he cares. You're gonna care about things that you like. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel some type of way when somebody attacks the things that you like, because it's a part of you, and I get that. And I'm like, well, he said, well, that's your opinion though. So when he said that shit. When he said that it's your opinion, it let me know that he already knew where I was coming from. So it wasn't a fucking Scooby-Doo mystery about what I felt like. You know what I'm saying?
Mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
I can't believe she's dead.
It can to me it's a 7 now. And because it's, yeah. No, to me it's a 7 because of the stuff that I feel like they should have added in. I mean, they should have like trimmed the fat. And I don't know if you noticed, I feel like Horizon is an 8.5 game. No matter how much I like the game.
Found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only
because of some of the mechanics in there and how the pacing is, it diminishes it. Sometimes pacing can ruin the fucking game. Like the upgrade mechanics. It feels like you don't, you know what I'm saying? It feels like you don't earn your shit. It's when you upgrade shit, they don't give you a weapon that could really work. They give you pieces of a fucking, they give you a recipe. And you have to build the fucking weapons by murdering all these fucking machines. And to me, it's like, I did this whole quest for you to give me some fucking green shine and some wire. It just, to me, it doesn't feel like I earned the, and it's a little thing, but it really does fuck with you. Now you can get used to it and say yes, but like ultimately, and in the combo system, the melee, there's no lock on. You can't do melee in close quarters because she's swinging all over the place. All the little things affects it. The camera can't even cope. It can't cope, and it should have been a different type of. You know what they should have did? That melee should have looked like its own weapon when you do a weapon wheel. And when you select the melee option, like as a weapon, it changes the controls or animations of her. That way you don't need to have a dedicated melee weapon. You know what I mean? Or melee controls. You know, stuff like that. I'm gonna reach out to him.
What you did for your father was remarkable.
He's just being a baby back bitch, that's all.
Needn't worry about the strands of emotion.
He a grown ass man. Don't get in your feelings.
All of it. You have.
I was like, I don't feel like explaining nothing. I was like, I don't feel like explaining no more.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
La la la.
Don't know what effect any of this will have. The emotions, the dark.
All right.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Only imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Well, finally, it's fucking done.